Hi, this is Neil. I'm an aspiring artist and a comic lover, so I'm decided to rank Japanese manga, not anime. I previously talked about a few manga about loneliness and manga that made me start reading manga for real. I forgot to put them on the respective tiers, so let me do that real quick. Today I'll talk about the manga that are the most fucked up. Yes, the most effed up manga. Manga that are so messed up that makes you say, what the hell are these? Whether it's horny like an isekai protagonist or violent like Final Destination. So tell me, which manga do you think is the most fucked up manga that you have ever read? Manga 1. I'm not making an introduction for this manga to build up your expectation because it doesn't deserve it. Nakuto Koke was created by a few authors. Killing Morph, F tier. It's so bad. The story is about a serial killer called Morph who can use biolocation, meaning he can appear at 2 places at a time. Eventually, he could duplicate more of himself. Wow, that's a cool concept. I wish to know where he got this power, and the manga didn't tell us shit. It's good that stories give very little hints of the characters' motives and let us fill the rest with our imaginations. That's a great way to tell a story. Or we can give absolutely no background to introduce mystery, and that's very good too. But for Killing Morph, we got a little flashback that has nothing to do with Morph's ability, and that's not how you showcase a character. The connection between our protagonist and Morph is just completely random. The protagonist is like, why do you want to kill me? Well, it's because the protagonist smells like someone who Morph knows and Morph wants her to kill him. And then the protagonist sided with him? What? And all those killings before are just Morph trying to get the girl's attention and want her to kill him. And basically expecting a fucking high schooler to fucking kill. Look, Morph gave a guy his murder weapon in a scene of fucking 50 witnesses. And the guy was taken in by the police for wielding a weapon. It's so stupid. Characters, other than Morph, protagonist, and this girl, who else do we remember from this manga? I assume no one, because no one has characteristic where they just disappear in the middle of the plot. The art is good, can't deny that. The story is just so random. It has no meaning, has no memorable characters, no emotions. It does have a half-assed concept that's cool, but has no start and no end to it. Well, one reason is that this manga was cancelled halfway, so this plot is incomplete. So it's not entirely the author's fault, but still, what a shame. This manga is F tier, and it's a waste of time to read it. Manga 2. Second manga is good, don't worry. I will spend some time to talk about it. And this manga has a special place in my heart, and some of you might know that my close cousin passed away a few months ago. And this manga's anime was the first and only anime that we watched together. That's why I really want to find people who wants to discuss about this manga. So if you are willing to discuss it, I'm willing to chat. And it has a special place in my heart, but I won't be biased. But excluding the biasy, I think it is an A tier still. Akihito Tsukushi, Maiden Abyss, A tier.
I wanna know where the people are that take my dreams to a world of deception.
The story is about a girl named Riko and a robot named Reg exploring this humongous pit appeared mysteriously in the middle of the world. The abyss is full of monsters but also relics, treasures that cannot be found anywhere. So the adventurers explore the abyss for the relics. The manga is about the spirit of exploration. Maiden Abyss has one of the most unique world settings I've ever seen. Once ascending the abyss, the consequences will be more and more devastating the deeper the explorers are, including death or turning into inhuman creatures. Once the journey begins, there is no return. That is the meaning behind this manga. As for other special relics and monsters, so many imaginations were given into their abilities. The world building is just outstanding and arguably the most creative manga I've ever read. One of the reasons why I read this manga is because of the drawing is unlike any other manga that I've ever read. Most manga have line and distinct coloring of black and white, but look at this. Lots of shading, cinematic, cosmic ambience that it grants the audience. Each action is vividly drawn, no plain lighting is needed to make the actions not confusing. Another reason why I read this manga is because The contrast, the cute characters and the raw gore of this manga is just insane. That exactly fits today's subject, the most effed up manga. How does the author Akihito even dare to put children into these fucked up experiments? Because of ascending or from the abyss, and just arm-breaking, leg-breaking, it's effed up. Now, Made in Abyss anime season 1 and the anime movie are C tier for me. Yes, C tier. I did not enjoy it, and neither did my cousin. The Abyss has 7 layers, and the protagonists travel down layer by layer as the plot progresses. The C tier part of the story that I talked about is the plot before they defeated Bonjud, Sobering of Dawn, and went to layer 6. I did not enjoy them. However, this is the part where most people prefer. So I prefer what happened after, like the layer 6 and layer 7. But why is that? Because the pacing before layer 6 is way too fast. I think people only enjoy what's before layer 6 is because it has such raw visuals, bloody gore. And people enjoy such shocking visual that they can even ignore the story aspect. Now, layer 6 is as long as layer 1 to 5 combined. I've seen people say that the pacing of layer 6 is way too slow, but are you kidding me? That is the point. In this short video TikTok's era of content, people have that tiny patience than how long they can last in bed. They don't know that the slow pacing is to build up the story. In layer 1 to 5, the manga introduces characters for like half a chapter and kills them off in brutal, gory ways. It's shocking to the eyes and surface of the heart, but not deeply in the heart because we don't even know the characters yet. Why will we feel for the character other than they had extremely painful death? We need to connect to the characters first before being deeply shocked. We need to care about them. If the arc of layer 1 to 5 is C tier, then why did I say this manga is A tier? Because I have the Golden City arc. Golden City arc is in layer 6, and it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's high S tier. The characters, those who have seen the manga, just look at their beautiful faces. Don't you just care for them like they're your friends? For the characters before layer 6, sorry, like Midi or Prushka, I just can't care enough for them to feel bad for them deeply. One thing about Prushka, she met Riko for like 5 hours and she was willing to die for Riko. To me, it's just not realistic. Even though there are explanations to Prushka's desire to explore with Riko, but the explanation is not enough. But for layer 6, the Golden City, the small characters Machikaja, Ma, Mugi, even the smallest character, they have their personality and their uses. Our main protagonists, Riko show her genius, Reik's shocking reveal of his past, and Nanachi's struggle regrets. None of them are unnecessary. Oh my god, the side characters, but they're also the main character of this arc, Wazukian and Belaf. Don't get me started on Faputa, the cutest character of all time. Yomioi and Veko. Just how much do I wish they had found each other at the end of this arc. They were nothing before arriving to the fake Golden City, but their codependency gave each other the warmth they have never had. Just one embrace from each other meant the world to them. The relationship also implied the symbolism of what the Golden City is. Perhaps not many readers notice why, even though the village of Yomiuri and Viko is not the actual Golden City, yet the arc is still called the Golden City arc. That is because Viko was spit on and raped and had her dignity stripped away before arriving to the false Golden City. Because Yomiuri was an abandoned child that her hometown exiled. Even trash can become gold in the Golden City. Veko and Yomiuri, they have become each other's gold in the false Golden City. The premise, the meaning, the plot, the characters, and the emotions in this arc is unparalleled. See, because of the long introduction of Yomiuri, who has vivid desires and weaknesses, we feel more for her. And when that thing happened to her later in the chapter, tell me in the comments, what did you feel? When I saw what happened to her, I flipped my eyes and almost fainted. I'm not even exaggerating. That is how you present gore and fucked up shit. That builds more emotion than what happened to Midi and Prushka. Pacing, pacing, pacing. Like, stop fucking saying that everything is bad because the pacing is slow. A slow pacing is the freaking purpose. Of course, not overwhelmingly slow, that's also bad. The way Akihito moved the panels are awesome too. Just look at the zoom in into Faputa. Every layer of the abyss has distinct settings. The village of the Golden City has new settings too. The setting just becomes more and more innovative and you can never be bored, down to creating the village's own language to the unique weather. One more great thing about this manga is that the characters know more than we do, so they don't explain everything. For example, what does Cradle of Desires do? It is not specified, so we have a little game of guessing what the hell did Irumyuui wish with the Cradle of Desire. What exactly is the Thousand Man Pings, or even what the hell is Faputa? We can feel more engaged because we have to guess, and I hate when fictions explain everything to us. And that slows down the pacing too much, we lack the fun of mystery. The last thing I want to talk about is the theme, the meaning. It's not only about exploration, I believe it is also about parenthood. If you think about it, the very theme of exploration is a part of parenthood, and the setting of once you descend into the abyss, there will be a consequence when you ascend back up. The first time when a child walks, there is no return. After graduation, the parents let you go. All the education and tangible benefits they gave you are mere preparations before exploring that abyss called life. There is no return. And just look at Ozen. The old lady with crazy physical strength is a hidden mother figure too. How she looked after Riko's mother, Liza, and how she trained Riko and Rick, her care for Maruk. All of these indicate that she was the mother giving education and experiences to the children. I know I said that I didn't like what happened before layer 6, but I loved the arc with Ozen. That saves it from becoming a D tier. But regardless, we have that amazing S tier Golden City that averages the manga into an A tier. I actually don't highly recommend it, because like today's thing, it's really effed up. It's really messed up. So if you don't have the mentality to read about children getting tortured, then perhaps this manga is not. No, this manga is just not for you. Not perhaps. This manga is not for you. We have one more manga in this subject, the most effed up manga. Fortunately, I need some serious amount of time to discuss about the manga, because if I do that in this video is gonna be an hour long. Why? Because the manga is about dark fantasy, it's medieval, it's about revenge. Lastly, it's the greatest manga in the world. Having that said, you have probably guessed what manga I'm talking about, right? That's it for today's video, but it's not the end of the most fucked up manga of all time. Next week, make sure to stay tuned in for the greatest manga of all time, Berserk.